Hey, good afternoon and welcome to Evanston Cradle to Careers Student Response. We are here today with some special guests, but of course we're here with our students. So first of all, happy Memorial Day. You're joining us. We appreciate you taking time out from your celebration and remembering your loved ones today. And what we want to do is, in memory of Hecky Powell, who passed away on Friday, we want to dedicate this show to him. Hecky was a big supporter of youth for decades, for decades. Hecky actually gave me a job way back in the 80s when he was director for Evanston Neighbors at Work, which is now CETA, as a summer outreach worker. So, I mean, this was a huge loss to our community, and we'd love to honor him today as we continue to give students voice and uplift and amplify their voices. Evanston Cradle to Career works with over 40 partner agencies to realize a more fair and equitable Evanston. And we've done that all summer. I appreciate these youths who have spent most of their quarantine with us. I have enjoyed them so much, and they have really given me personally a lot of perspective, and we hope you as well. We're going to be talking about summer opportunities today because there are opportunities amongst this crisis. So we are really fortunate to have with us some special guests, and we'll get to them. But I do want to introduce our students. And as we go around and I introduce you, I want you just to tell me what your remote summer looks like, or what are you thinking your remote summer is going to look like? And I'm going to start with our graduate. Congratulations, Nia. Congratulations, 2020. Tell
Thank
me
you.
what you're thinking about this remote summer.
Well, usually my family and we travel the entire summer, but because of COVID-19, hopefully we can do little things in the community, take walks, maybe find a new path to walk on, and just have fun at home and do what we can to make the best out of the summer.
Thanks, Nia. Mina, who's a now incoming senior for next year. Mina, tell us what your remote summer may look like.
I think that amidst this whole pandemic, I definitely kind of like what Nia said. It'll be a change for us because we do like to travel, my family and I, whether that's road trips or going somewhere further away. But we're just, I think, really grateful to be together. So we're definitely gonna find some more family activities to do. Maybe exercising together outside and taking advantage of the weather and doing crafts indoors as well.
This sounds great. All right, we have Linnea. Linnea will be a junior next year. I almost said sophomore. So junior in the fall. Linnea, tell me what your remote summer may look like.
Yeah, so we were originally actually going to go to Sweden and see some family. So because of the pandemic, obviously we can't do that as a family. But so instead, I think the main thing I'll be doing summer school like remote, which will be interesting. And just trying my best to like stay active and yeah, go outside as much as possible since the weather has been really nice already. So I think those are my biggest plans.
Okay, you got to let us know how that remote summer school works out, okay?
Yeah,
Okay. Thanks, Linnea. Anna, tell me what your remote summer. Anna's going to be a senior too next year.
Just like everybody else, I'm really focusing on finding ways to have fun, and get close with my family and build relationships within my family inside, while also going outside and being in nature while socially distanced. Um, yeah, I think I'm really looking forward to staying active because often I don't have as much time to do that and invest in my health, but also finding ways to serve my community from a distance is something that I'm looking to do.
Thanks, Anna. And then I have Anna, another senior. Seniors rule, huh? Okay, tell us about your remote summer.
Well, like everyone said, I'm looking forward to spending time with my family. But also the tennis courts have just reopened, so I'm looking forward to playing some tennis.
Okay, tennis player. Okay, that's one sport I guess is pretty easy to socially distance. Those are pretty long courts. I'm not a tennis player. I'm a fan though. So I'm happy for you. All right, and I'm going to turn it over to our leadership trainer who has guided us through this whole summer, who has been with us. I appreciate him more than he'll ever know, Pastor Dillard.
Thank you so much, Kim. And it's good to be on with you all. Happy Memorial Day to each of you. And I am so thankful that it has been decided that this show will be dedicated to a legend in the city of Evanston, Mr. Hecky Powell. Condolences to his family. Thank you to our student advocates for today in the middle of your holiday, as well as the last several weeks. It has been really rich to hear from you all. And whether you realize it or not, I think our community is the better because of this format. We're also thankful for our distinguished guests who are on with us today. We appreciate you, your work, and your time today. I'll introduce them in just a second. But we'd like to hear from Linnea. We are really thankful for her contributions. And we'd like to know, Linnea, what was it that garnered your interest to join this group, the Student Advocates?
Yeah, so I think for a while, throughout the past few years, I've been looking into and like researching a lot and learning more about like the racial achievement gap and its effect in like Evanston and in like the greater community as well. And so it's such a like big part of the education system. And I know like as a student, I wasn't really sure what I could do to like work for it and like work against it. And so when I was first introduced to the Student Advocates program through Miss Kim at the Civics Fair, it like automatically stood out to me because it gave me some ideas of what I could be doing and how I could like actively be working against it. And so yeah, and I was looking for an opportunity to find an environment where other people shared that same goal. So I just got really excited and reached out, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to see any ways I can contribute.
Well, thank you so much for that. And as you were talking, I was almost saying, wow, it's really rich to hear a student say that, because oftentimes, even for adults, it's challenging for them to challenge themselves in that way. So thank you so much for your engagement, Linnea. We appreciate you. I'd like to introduce our guest and stand corrected. Clearly, I have Zoom jumble brain. As I stated earlier, that Ms. Audrey Thompson was back with us. That was actually a separate Zoom call that I was on with her. And as I was sitting here, I just realized that I've merged those two. So for the first time on this one, we are certainly thankful to have Audrey Thompson, Nathan Norman, and Jeremy McCrae. They represent the city of Evanston's Youth and Young Adult Division. And it was established to provide opportunities for Evanston's youth and young adults that they might become more productive and active citizens of our community. This program is comprehensive, and it gives young people who particularly have some life challenges multiple closely aligned pathways to success. Additionally, the Youth and Young Adult Division promotes long-term sustained engagement, focusing on ages 14 to 26 and positive relationships with adults. Lastly, they seek to provide young people with a vast network of support, increasing their confidence, competence, resilience, and allowing them to be self-sustaining adults. Welcome to our Student Advocates Call. And again, we have the program manager, Audrey Thompson. We have Nathan Norman, who is program supervisor, and Jeremy McCrae, who is an outreach worker, excuse me. So we're gonna start with Audrey. We'll allow you an opportunity to talk, and then if you could kind of lead us through to Nate and to Jeremy, and then you'll close us out, and I'll come back after that. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Pastor Dillard. And thanks to the students and Ms. Kim for having us today. Thinking of Hecky, it's kind of surreal to be here, even having to dedicate a program to him. But I met him just about a year ago, and with my new role with the city of Evanston, we had already canceled, as a result of the pandemic, 2 meetings to discuss opportunities for young people for the summer. So it's befitting that this show will be dedicated to him today. So I wanted to just start off a little bit with giving kudos to the students for really showing up and showing out when it comes to the Mayor Summer Youth Employment Program. You know, I know that before the pandemic was an issue, you all saw many of the outreach workers over at the high school just really promoting the Mayor Summer Youth Employment Program. And you know, because of, you know, the outreach workers, really their resilience in coming back and forth to the high school and really making sure that the young people knew about the program for the summer. This year's program was really on target to being the biggest Mayor Summer Youth Employment Program ever. And just at the beginning of March, we had over 200% more young people who signed up for the job fair than 2019. And that is speaking volumes to not only the outreach workers, but the young people who, you know, really went online and said, I'm signing up because I want a job for the summer. But of course, because of COVID-19, we know that that we've had to do a lot of pivoting regarding summer jobs. And I'm not going to get on this show today and say that there will be no difference from last year's Summer Youth Employment Program to this year. There's just some employers who won't have opportunities because their businesses are closed. But I will tell you that because of the young people, we had over 760 young people who signed up for the job fair. And in 5 days after that, we asked students to go back on and select their top 5 choices. And you all did that. So we had about 563 students who went back online to select their job choices. And so we are going to be working from here for the next month to really make sure that we're securing job opportunities. And I don't want to get too much into what Nathan is going to talk about regarding what those opportunities will look like. But I want you all to understand that even though the physical building of the Civic Center is closed, your youth and young adult division is still here to serve you. If you need anything, you can call us. Our numbers are still the same. In fact, our numbers are transferred to our cell phone. So you probably have even more access to us now than you had before. So we want you all to be able to call us if you have any issues. We do know that we have some young people who have barriers to employment and barriers to just life. And we want to be able to do whatever we can in order to make sure that those barriers do not keep them from getting a job and being successful in this thing that we call life. So I want to turn it over just for a couple of minutes for Nathan to kind of talk about how we have pivoted for the Summer Youth Employment Program, and just to let you all know there are still opportunities, and we want you to be in contact with us if you are still needing to get an opportunity for summer employment. Nathan?
Thank you so much, Audrey. I appreciate that. And I just wanted to say happy Memorial Day to everyone on the panel and all the students that are here. And as Audrey just stated, we do want you guys to know that the Youth and Young Adult Division is still open regardless of so many businesses, and just like the Civic Center being shut down. COVID has threw us all a lot of curveballs with everything that's going on with this unfortunate situation. However, the city of Evanston and the youth division, we've been really working to make sure that we have opportunities in spite of everything that's going on. Another thing that Audrey touched on, which is key, is some employers, their businesses are shut down. Some employers are working from home, which has made it difficult because they don't have the workspace, or they're not able to provide supervision for certain young people. So with that said, we took that opportunity to work with employers that have that work outdoors, employers that are open and do have the capacity to provide supervision. And we want to see how many students that we can place in those positions, but also make sure that when we do place students there, that they're practicing social distancing and that they have the capacity to make sure that students can work. I have been really, really busy working with attracting new employers to MSYEP. And I wanted to share this with you guys for the first time is that we worked with a manufacturer known now as the Spice House. It's an Evanston based business. Um, he is committed to not only hiring Evanston youth, but he wants to also give you guys a career opportunity of people who made for the graduating seniors. As I know we have a lot of seniors on this show. They may not so everybody we understand also in the youth division is not going to college. Everyone is not taking that that traditional path of going to college. So we want to make sure for those students as well that we have opportunities also, and we want to make sure that MSYEP also envelopes that as well. Another thing that we've done is created an iKit apprenticeship program, and that is specifically addressed to the seniors that are graduating. They want opportunities to make more money because we know even though MSYP we have so many opportunities and it's very diverse. We want to do something specifically for you guys who are graduating, and we know that you want to save money for college. And again, we know that some people want to go into a career path. We want to make sure that we have those opportunities as well. Um, in addition to this, we're offering e-learning activities for individuals who may have not gotten selected, for individuals who, some we understand that some parents just want to keep the students at home because they're not sure about, reopening and so on and so forth. So we want to make sure that when we pivoted, we wanted to make sure that we had opportunities like that available as well. And it's not just you get on a computer and you earn some money. We wanted to be very clear that that the activities are substantive, that you'll be learning financial literacy. We'll have things on there about bullying from the Chicago School of Psychology. So we want to make sure that the e-learning activities are very, very comprehensive as well. So we want individuals to know that too. And in addition to that, we partner with the Youth Job Center, and we want to make sure that we're evaluating all opportunities to make sure that we're able to place young people in jobs. The city of Evanston, we work with our internal partners within the city who are going to still offer and extend employment to individuals as well. So we want to make sure that we want you guys to know that we're not just not thinking about you all, because we are, and we want to make sure that we're doing it, that we're not only flexible, but we're innovative, and we're doing it in a safe manner in which you guys can return and still earn money for the summer. And so those are a few things that we're working on, and and developments are continuing to happen, as you all know. But lastly, I wanted to say this. Thank you, Kim, for dedicating this show to Hecky, because as you know, Hecky Powell is just more than a legend and more than a great restaurant. Hecky, I worked with him on a number of things, and the We program is one of them. Where the youth division was very intricate in helping them place young individuals in internships. And it was just been a tremendous opportunity working with Hecky. He's always took us out to lunch and did just great things like that. And aside from that, on a personal note, I grew up on Brown and in Greenwood, Kim, as you know, in between Lake, and his mother stayed on that corner. So I got a lot of barbecue. I got a lot of admonishment from Mr. Hecky Powell. But in addition to that, I gained a lifelong friend and mentor. And my brother Maurice, he was actually Hecky was his mentor, and so it hit home for all of us, both personally and professionally. I see it also as very fitting to dedicate this show to him. Thank you.
All right, Nate, Nate, you've talked a lot about our summer youth and how we've had to pivot. I want Jeremy to give us just a little bit about some activities for the outreach team for the summer, and just the fact that we will still be out and about. You've always seen the outreach team out in the community, and that won't stop for the summer. So can you tell us just a little bit about that for the summer, Jeremy?
Yes, I can. Sure. Thank you, Audrey. Like Nathan had said a little bit before, we definitely appreciate you, Kim, for putting this on, and just to give not only Hecky the credit, but give him his flowers. Why, he was here. He was a great guy. He did tremendous things. He helped us out in a lot of ways, and I really appreciate Hecky for some of the things that he not only, cultivated with Evanston, but, just on a personal relationship with me. He was, kind of like a mentor for me also, and just helped out along the way. And heck, he was a great guy. So I really appreciate that. But getting to what Audrey said, yes, the outreach team will be out. We have a lot of opportunities. So if you have youth that are looking for employment, please reach out to the outreach team. We have a fantastic outreach group with Lakeisha Barden, Stacy Moraney, Deanna Howlett, and Gennaro Hernandez. They're tremendous and amazing, and they have a lot of great things going on. And if you have anything that you need help with from the outreach team, please make sure that you give us a call. The opportunities are there. There's a lot of grocery stores hiring. There's plenty of employment out here. So if we're not able to get you placed inside MSYP, we can definitely try to find some other employment opportunities and resources there we have in Evanston. So we'll definitely be looking for some of those calls and emails. If you need to get in contact with me, I'm on Facebook, Jeremy McCray. Also, my city of Evanston is JE McCray at cityofevanston.org. So please reach out for any opportunities that you need. We will be out in the community. We will be figuring out where the youth is hanging at and figuring out if they don't have jobs. And we will be assisting the community as much as we can to get employment opportunities for these youth. We know, as we all know, when the youth are employed, it's the community is just in so much of a better place. Kids are working, kids are making money, kids are able to, buy things not only for themselves but for their parents, and it's able to have some of that money recycled back in. Evanston helps out a lot too. So please make sure that you're reaching out to us in any way. And if you have a youth that's sitting at home and is not doing anything, please get in contact with us. You can get in contact with myself. You can get in contact with Nathan, and we will find an opportunity for them. We'll find ways. We'll be out here in the summer, hitting the pavement. And if you see us, don't be shy. Stop us and ask us for opportunities that we have.
All right, thank you so much, Jeremy. And just a final word, because I know that we are almost at our time now. But I just wanted to just make sure that young people understand that even if there is not an actual job where they will be working 6 weeks, because one of the things that we've had to change, especially with the governor's stay-at-home orders, we've had to shorten the Mayor Summer Youth Employment Program from 9 weeks to 6 weeks. And so we want young people to understand that even if there's not an actual job that they'll be going to 2 to 5 days a week, there's going to be virtual learning opportunities, and they will be paid for those opportunities. So it's, so we will be paying a stipend for that. So, if you did not sign up, of course, we're going to look at our young people who signed up, because we have actual jobs that they've selected that we're going to start there. But we still want other young people who may not have signed up for the program in the time frame that, for the March 28th. And so if they haven't, we still want you to contact, because there still may be some opportunities as well. So please, like Jeremy said, don't be shy. If you see them, stop them. If not, please give us a call. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Audrey, Nate, and Jeremy. We are really, really thankful for the work that you guys, for one, have always done. I have been in the Evanston community just at a decade now, and I always see Nate and Jeremy and other team members from youth and young adult everywhere working at all times. So your visibility and your activity has been tremendous. And I know specifically during this time, as you are leading this group, Audrey, and you all are working to find solutions. We salute you and are very appreciative of the work that you're doing. And it's great to know that opportunity still exists even in a time like this. We'd like to hear from a couple of our students as they will ask questions specifically to the team. We'll first have Mina Sharma, who will ask a question any of you may answer. She'll be followed by Nia Dillard, and then Anna Sweeney. We're gonna put you right here and have you ask a question as well. So we'll take questions from Mina, Nia, and then Anna, and then we'll turn the corner here and begin to wrap up things. Thank you all so much for being here. This is fantastic. Mina.
So I think I'm echoing kind of the same sentiments that Pastor Dillard said. I'm really thankful for the work that you do in the community, and I've seen how it has impacted the lives of different students, and I think it's great. And in the face of all these challenges, you all seem to be working very hard to accommodate students. So I guess my question is, as you all had said, that when youth are employed, the community is better, and there's no doubt about that. Um, do you all think with the possibility of different colleges or different schools being shut down next year, do you foresee an increase in numbers of the people who are interested in your opportunities? And to me, it sounds like you would be able to accommodate everyone, because even though they might not have a job where they go in and they go somewhere and do the work, there will be like an abundance of virtual opportunities. I'm just wondering, do you think that there will be more students interested in the upcoming future in those different opportunities?
I can take that. I do think that there will be more young people who are interested in opportunities. And I do also want young people who want to go to college to continue in that path as well, because there are so many colleges and universities who have decided not to have the same admissions process as before. So it's also a great opportunity for them to enroll in college if that's what they want to do. But I'm not someone who believes that college is for everyone. And so there are different career paths, and we're here to help if a young person wants to go down a different career path. And sometimes that just does not include college. And so as Nathan discussed, our iKit Careers program that we're working with the Youth Job Center, that's going to really take graduating seniors and place them in employment for 12 weeks. And so an employer will get to try them out in an internship, in an apprenticeship for 12 weeks. And then they'll be working hand in hand with the case manager that will kind of help them along the way to kind of say, hey, get off your cell phone. You got to get to work on time. And so those employers are just there to say, hey, we understand there may be some barriers and we're going to work with this young person. And so that's why we're working with the Youth Job Center for that. And I do want to just say one last thing about, we keep saying that, the city of Evanston is better when young people are employed for the summer. And I always like to say that an idle mind is the devil's workshop. And just let me say that with what you've seen in the news, I want you to know how much the city of Evanston believes in its young people, because there are employers, there are employees who are having to take furlough days, but the city still felt like it was important to continue this program for young people. So I want you to know just how much the city really wants to invest in its young people, because we recognize that we won't be here always. And so we have to do our best to invest in you.
Very good question, Mina, and thank you for the answer, Audrey. We'll now have Nia. Nia?
Yeah. What is the most prominent problem that you've seen with youth and young adults since COVID-19 hit?
Jeremy, would you mind answering that? Or Nate, either one.
Yes, sir. Can you say it again? I'm sorry.
What is the most prominent problem that you've seen with youth and young adults since COVID-19 started?
I would say the time. I would say finding things to do, finding a way to stay busy, just having opportunities. The opportunities has kind of shrunk. Obviously, with the COVID-19 things going on, kids are, in the house, or kids are, kind of shackled up because they're not able to go out. Parents are not allowing them, or grandparents. So it's kind of became like, you just got a lot of idle time right now. So like, what if, what are the youth doing? Are the youth, doing things that they're not supposed to be doing? So I think time is is kind of the hold up right now for the youth in Evanston. But as the community, as the MSYP start going and things start ramping up, I think that that'll definitely change, and that'll help out. And then we'll see a lot more youth outside practicing safe social distance, and the community being safe. And, as long as we put the youth inside kind of a safe environment, I think that we'll start seeing, things get back to normal and things will be a lot better for the community.
Great question. Thank you so much for the answer, Jeremy. We'll have Anna Sweeney. She'll ask a question, and then Nate, if you can answer this one for her, that'd be great.
Hi, I was just wondering, what sectors do you see as having the most job opportunities as the community slowly opens up?
Thank you for your question. I believe the city of Evanston, the things that we're going to offer, and public works, the things that we're going to offer is administratively within the city of Evanston. And then just second to that, I think that some manufacturing opportunities have really peaked at this time. They have a large enough space to adhere to social distancing. They have enough space and supervision to employ more individuals with the safest protocols right now. So that second, and city of Evanston first, that would be the answer to that question. Thank you again for it.
Thank you, students, for your questions. All very, very insightful. We have been really grateful for Anna Grant Bolton being a student advocate. Several weeks ago, she was assigned to the mayor's COVID-19 task force, and it's kind of bittersweet. She's going to give her final task force report today. Anna, how things going on the task force?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to preface what I say by saying that this past Friday's meeting was dedicated to Hecky Powell. So condolences to his family, and I'm so glad that this webcast is being dedicated to him. But that also means that all of these updates were as of last Tuesday. So they were not as up to date as we would like them to be, but they should still be relevant. As of Tuesday, we had 579 total cases in Evanston and 1.5 million in the United States. We have 78 cases per 10,000 people in Evanston and 25 fatalities as of last Friday, actually 15 of those in long-term care facilities. District 65 and 202 are working to keep hotspots and technology accessible over the summer. And June 1st is the 8th grade graduation for District 65. District 65 and 202 are trying to provide learning opportunities this summer to address summer educational disparities. And again, I'd like to express my gratitude for being able to serve on this task force. I've learned a lot, and as Pastor Dillard said, this is bittersweet.
Thank you so much, Anna. Phenomenal work to go into the group that is assigned to the task force and not be intimidated and to know that you belong. Thank you for your connectivity to us. We are so thankful to have had not just today, but the last several weeks. I would personally like to thank all of the student advocates for your dedication, your commitment, and tremendous resilience that you all have displayed in dealing with the limits that COVID-19 has placed upon us. We are rooting for you, and I am looking forward to working with all of you again in the future. To Kim, thank you so much for such a tremendous vision and the endless work that you do. We also give tremendous kudos to Cradle to Career, and we specifically thank Sheila Mary for her leadership as things are yet in transition. To you, Audrey, Nate, and Jeremy, thank you for being here today. This has been tremendous. We appreciate the work that you do, and I feel like the community is quite a bit more equipped with information on what to do for youth and young adults given COVID-19. I am thankful to have had this time with all of you, serving as your moderator, and at least for the final time now, I sign off and hand it back over to Kim. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, I'm enjoying the show so much I forgot to unmute, but I really, what a great show today. Like I said, we have dedicated this show to Hecky Powell today, who has been such a role model for all of us as he paid it forward continuously. I grew up watching him pay it forward. I had the honor, I had Jeremy and Nate actually in my programs over at Family Focus, who are now paying it forward. Do the same. Audrey, you and your work so much. Thank you for joining us today. Everyone has a wonderful rest of your holiday. Pastor Dillard, we couldn't do this without you. You have been great. I do think I want to give the students a second to just say goodbye, say what this time has meant for them really quick. And I guess we'll see you in the fall. We may pop up, once in the summer, but this is it for us for now. I'm going to start with Nia, and we'll go around really quick.
Yeah, I'm so thankful for the time that I've had with you all and meeting with you all every week and being able to share my experiences with everyone. It was a great way to close out my high school experience, my senior year, and I'm really thankful and grateful for everyone that's here. And thank you to you, Miss Kim, and thank you to you, Pastor Dillard, and all the other students that are here, and I'm very appreciative.
Thanks, Nia. Congratulations again, Mina.
Yeah, so I just first want to say that I really want to offer my condolences to Mr. Powell and to his family and to all the people that were touched by his life. And then I think it's great that we're ending this show in honor of him. And I would like to say that I'm super, super thankful for Pastor Dillard and Miss Kim for everything you have done to bring us together. I think it's so important for us to build community in any way we can during these times. And that's something I really value. And of course, to all of my peers who I am just so impressed by and had so much fun working with.
I'm going to.
For me, during this time, this has been an amazing way to cope with all the stress that accompanies quarantine and COVID-19, especially led by both Pastor Dillard and Miss Kim. It has been an amazing opportunity for me to both learn about my community and find ways to invest in it. I'm so grateful for this opportunity.
Thanks, Anna. Anna?
Again, to Ms. Kim and Pastor Dillard. Yeah, like everyone was saying, it's a great place to come together as a community, and it's also been nice for me to be able to share my feelings about quarantine and COVID-19. So I'm really thankful for that.
I'm going to say congratulations. You got a couple more days to go. But we are so proud of you as you move into your high school career. Thank you for spending your summer with us under quarantine, the quarantine time with us. We hated your point of view. Tell me really quick what this has meant for you.
A little what Anna said, it helped me cope with things, and I've gotten some advice from a couple of teachers and a couple of people that's been our guests. And I'm thankful that I got to experience this with everyone.
But we're thankful for you too, Tiana. And Linnea, we're going to end with you.
Yeah, I'm really, really grateful that I was able to join this, even though it was a little bit later. Yeah, it was a great way to cope and just be able to share and hear other people's perspectives. And yeah, I'm really excited to keep working. So yeah, it's been really, really enjoyable. Thank you so much.
Well, again, it's been a pleasure having all of you. I hope you've learned something about Cradle to Career and about collective and what it looks like, because what it is having everyone who needs to be around the table, and those are community members, those are students. It's the right people at the right time. So I hope you've learned. I hope you continue to find us in the students. We believe in you. Thank you for being with us, everybody. Today.
Thanks.
Thank you. Have a good one, guys.
You all do the same.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you.